The mayor of Richmond just sent out this letter to residents stating that ownership of their private properties may be at risk. The letter went viral across Reddit and social media, and it's had the effect Mayor Brodie wanted, which was to bring attention to a landmark BC Supreme Court ruling that largely went unnoticed back in August. 150 letters were hand-delivered, and a lot of landowners apparently were completely unaware their properties were included in this claim. And in a recent interview, that's what Mayor Brodie says that he was really trying to bring home, was the point that current landowners were not part of this conversation or ruling. The controversial ruling by the court determined the Cowichan tribe have the right to 7.5 square kilometers of land on South Lulu Island in Richmond. It states land titles, including fee simple and privately owned land, granted by the government, are invalid. This is the first time in Canadian history that fee simple title is being challenged in such a way, and it could set a precedent across the country going forward. Expropriation by the government of fee simple land is nothing new, and it's totally possible under our current system. For example, here in Victoria, when they widened Shelburne Street, which is just down the road, landowners were compensated for the frontage they lost. But in this case in Richmond, it's unclear what compensation will be offered or what consultation happened. And it's also the first time that Aboriginal title will supersede fee simple or private ownership. The Cowichan tribe has explicitly stated they are not seeking to invalidate interests held by private landowners, but the ruling states that titles held by Canada and the city of Richmond are defective and invalid. The case is being appealed, and it likely will go to a higher level of governments, but regardless of the outcome, this is going to have impact on these property values going forward. Would you pay full market value for property in this claim area right now with all this uncertainty hanging over it? What I was really curious about, and what I couldn't really find too easily online, is what kind of properties are included in this 7.5 kilometer square area and what implications this will have for them going forward. So let's take a look at exactly where this area is and what kind of properties could be affected. This map shows what areas in that 780 hectare area are included, and it includes crown land, industrial areas, port access, blueberry farms, private properties that we talked about before, and even a golf course. The land covered is everything east of Number 6 Road and south of Blundell Road. Also included are lands traditionally owned by the Musqueam First Nation, which joined the province and the city in opposition to this claim. A quick look on BC Assessment, and we can see that there are numerous multi-million-dollar homes here as well. This is a really mixed-use area with lots of complex and high-value properties. The case is being appealed, but regardless of the outcome, uncertainty has been created for these Richmond residents, and according to the mayor, there could be significant impact to property values. If you read the comments on any article or video about this topic, it's extremely controversial, and I'm not going to weigh in on this, taking one side or another. I'll leave that to someone more versed in Indigenous law and land rights, but I think regardless of outcome, if it's appealed or not, property values will be affected if they haven't already been. It could take years to unravel this and see what the implications are. What do you think about this historic landmark ruling? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching.